of SAP document. So last time, we discussed about the requirement gathering. This is one of the prime responsibility of SAP S4HANA consultants. Okay, so now the second requirement which we are discussing is system configuration. Okay, so you are also part of these areas in real time. Okay, requirement gathering, system configuration, testing, training, support. You are also part of improvements, documentation, and also collaboration upgrades. These are very important and very crucial roles that SAP S4HANA or FICO consultant will perform in real time. Not only FICO, other module consultant also will do the same thing. If you are functional consultant, you need to make sure that you should be very proficient in these areas. Okay, so last time we discussed about the requirement gathering, how the requirement should be gathered, and what is master data and what is transactional data. Okay, and generally what are the cutover activities. Okay, so these discussions happened in the last class, and what is kickoff meeting, and so in the initial stage, how the project we will get. Okay, and so once the project, we got what kind of duties we need to perform. So today we will discuss. Okay, so very important session, guys, and these sessions are definitely helpful to everyone. And at the initial stage, we are discussing these topics. Okay, so these are all completely project related, and it would helpful to understand SAP system. Okay, before going to understand SAP system, so we should know what are the projects we have and how to handle the projects. Okay, so these are all initial discussions are very crucial at the initial stage of learning. Okay, and the second thing is system configuration. Before going to system configuration, so let me brief about some important areas. So last time we discussed about the S4HANA consultant roles and responsibilities. S4HANA consultant roles and responsibilities. So last time we discussed the strategic level. Okay, so last time we discussed about the strategic level. The second thing is operational level. So operational level means before making the system ready. Okay, so initially we need to gather all the requirements of the client. Okay, last time we discussed about the client related data, master data, transactional data. So if this data has already exists, okay, then we need to bring this data from non-SAP system to SAP system. Okay, so in order to bring this non-SAP system to SAP system, first we need to analyze what kind of data we have and what kind of master data we have. So tell me anyone what is the master data. So in SAP FICO, what are the master data we have?
GL master data.
GL master data.
Okay.
Asset master data.
Okay.
And then customer master data, vendor master data.
Okay. So GL master, vendor master, customer master, asset master, bank master. Okay. So nowadays vendor master, bank master in SAP S4HANA is called as a business partner. Business partner including customer master data and vendor master. Both are integrated in SAP S4HANA. So earlier in ECC, business vendor master is different. There are different T codes. Customer master has different T codes. But in SAP S4HANA, so we will call it as a BP, business partner. Business partner means including vendor and customer. Okay, whenever I say business partner, that means it's a vendor and customer integration. Okay, both are integrated in SAP. Okay, next. So in controlling model, we have also master data, cost elements, cost centers, profit center, internal order. Tell me what are the transactional data?
Sir, GL open items, GL
GL open items,
GL GL closed items,
Closed
GL
Okay.
balances,
Mhm.
vendor
Vendor
open items, vendor closed items,
items, vendor
customer
Okay, all open items, period items, balances. Okay, so if trial balance, financial statements, if client has this data earlier, okay, we need to bring this data from non-SAP system to SAP. Non-SAP system is called as legacy system. We need to bring all this master data and transaction data. Got my point? Okay. So before going to the system configuration, so initially requirement gathering will be happened. So requirement gathering is nothing but operational level. Okay, operational level means, okay, strategic level means how many resources are required, what is the project goals, objectives, SLA, duration. Okay, and so when we are going to finish a project, there is some KT discussion, KT plans. Okay, and so workshops will be conducted by your project manager. These are all initial discussions. Okay, you participate only kickoff meeting. Rest of the things will be taken care by your SAP. Rest of the things will be discussed in the next stage. So only high level people will be involved in the strategic level. Your role is nothing. Okay, and operational level means requirement gathering. Okay, so here there are three important areas we should learn in the operational level. Okay, as is, to be, gap. So these are the three important areas in SAP. As is means client information, client business information. Okay, so to be means SAP information. Gap means the difference between client requirement and SAP. So we need to gather this information from the client. It's between as is and the to be. So as is means client business requirement. This will be provided by our client based upon this as is information. So client will tell you how many company codes are there, how many business areas are there, how many plants are there. Okay, and so like a complete business process, P2P process, complete procurement process, complete order to management process, how the customer will order, so how we record in SAP, what is contract. These are all billing, how the billing will happen to customer. Okay, and so complete R2R process, record to report process. Okay, so how the transaction should be recorded in SAP, what are the approvals we have. Okay, so these are all things will be discussed with your client. That is called as is. As is means organizational details. Tell me what are the organizational details we have? Organizational details.
Company code, plan, storage location, sales organization, distribution, etc.
Okay, super. So in SAP FICO we have client is one of the highest organization unit. Client is the highest organization unit in SAP. Then company, then controlling area, then company codes, then plants, then storage locations, okay, then purchase organizations, then so I'm telling all the organization units including upper. In SAP FICO, so first client, then operating concern, then controlling areas, then company code, business areas, okay, and functional areas, segments. Okay, these are all organizational units. SAP SD, I told you, sales organization, distribution channels, divisions, sales area, sales group. Okay, these are all organization structure elements. Okay, so we should know. So we should know these are all things, and also we should know the client business process. Like what is what kind of procurements he will deal with the external vendors. Okay, and so how the manufacturing process will happen. Okay, and what is the complete P2P cycle. Okay, how the procurement things will happen. Okay, what is the process for that, and for the internal budget approval, who are the responsible. Okay, and who will approve the PO, and what is the standard hierarchy for that, for approvals workflow. Approvals are called as the workflow. Okay, And so what kind of sales will happen to the customers? Okay, so who are the external customers for our company? Okay, these are all discussions will happen at the initial stage. Okay, we should know the P2P process, what is the process, R2R process, organizational units. Okay, then we will do the configurations. Without knowing this stuff, so we cannot do configuration. That is the reason here. So three important documents which plays a crucial role in every company. Okay, the first thing is the first thing which I am telling you guys. So as is, so this document will be provided by your client. And to be means SAP information, how we are going to map into SAP system. Gap means the difference between as is and to be. Okay, the difference between as is and to be means whatever the client information is there, okay, that we are not able to map into SAP system. For some client scenarios, we cannot able to map into system. For example, let me give one example. Let me take one example. So recently I purchased one software. Okay, that software name is CLASS-6. Okay, in this software I need to record all the students' names, details, address, fees, and everything. And also I want to conduct sessions in this CLASS-6 software. Okay, so there is one special app designed for our trainees. Okay, after designed this app, so we come to know that. Okay, so we come to know that. So once session is ended up, the recorded video is not available on this part. So this CLASS-6 will share the recorded video after 24 hours, not before that. Now, for my requirement is client requirement. My requirement and client requirement is okay. I need immediate recorded video because after end of the session, students will make practice. Okay, but so CLASS-6 is a software. They are not providing this option. As is means recorded video on immediate basis. One session is ended up. To be means in SAP the same thing will happen in SAP. So like here the CLASS-6 will provide the same thing. Okay, but unfortunately CLASS-6 doesn't have this facility. Okay, CLASS-6 will not providing the recorded video after end of the class. That is the issue. So now you people understand that. So in real time, so many scenarios, SAP system will not provide standard solution. Okay, so we need to do some customization. So then CLASS-6 will do customization and they will provide the record video. So like that, so standard SAP system is ready-made system. Ready-made system is not providing the proper solution for the client requirement. Then we will go for customization with our ABAP. Okay, ABAP is a technical person. He knows okay how to do configuration and all. Okay, so he knows how to do customization and all. So they will provide that facility. If ABAP says, okay, this functionality is not at all possible. Okay, this functionality is not at all possible. Then we will go for say SAP directly. We need to suggest SAP. So please provide the solution. Okay, so our requirement is this. Okay, but in SAP we do not have this functionality. So then, so we will raise the ticket to the SAP and SAP will provide the solution for that. Those things comes under the gap analysis. Okay, gap means client business scenarios not fulfilling by SAP. Then we will go for customization with our ABAP. If ABAP says there is no feasibility at all, okay, by doing this scenario in our business system, then go for SAP directly. So if ABAP says we will provide the solution, then we will make some customization further with ABAP only. Those things which are not provided by standard SAP, then it will go for customization. So we will connect initially ABAP and then so we will discuss with all the requirement with ABAP. If ABAP says this feasibility is okay, Okay, and so he will do respective. He will fulfill the requirement. Then fine. Okay, so both FI and ABAP will fulfill the requirement. Then fine. If ABAP says there is no feasibility, then we will directly raise the ticket to our SAP partner, SAP directly, and so SAP will provide the solution for that. Got my point? Any idea? Any issue in this? So gap means client business scenario is not fulfilling the SAP standard system. SAP standard system. SAP standard system is the ready-made system. So if we want to fulfill the requirement, we need to make some customization. Okay, that customization things will be discussed with our ABAPer, and so we need to give FS document functionally. Okay, then ABAPer will do that. Will fulfill the requirement. If ABAPer says this is not at all possible, then we will go for SAP directly. We need to write some notes, or we need to so log into the SAP portal, and we need to write the ticket. Then SAP will provide the solution for that. Okay. So now you should understand that these are the three important areas we should learn. One is as is. This information will be provided by your client. As is means so client business information. Okay, client business information means so like master data and transactional data, complete P2P, OTC, all the business process he will share. We will share means we need to connect, and we will have to gather. We need to set up different kind of workshops. We need to set up calls, meetings, discussions. Then you will get this as information. Okay, whatever the client has details, documents, those documents will be shared. Okay, apart from this, anything is required, then you need to set up meetings, calls. Okay, and emails and etc. Those things, by using this communication, then we will get this information. So to be means SAP. So how we are going to map into SAP system? So we need, based upon the client information. So client has 10 company codes. You need to configure the 10 company codes into our SAP system. Client has 10 plans. You need to configure these 10 plans into SAP system. Okay. So client has 10 business areas. You need to configure these 10 business areas into SAP system. Client has P2P process, complete business process. Those business process we need to customize in our SAP system. Got my point? So these are all discussions, initial discussions happened in the requirement gathering stage, like so operational stage. Planning stage means only like so you will attend the kickoff meeting. Okay, here your project manager will guide it, project goals, objectives, SLA, duration, business process. Okay, this is completely strategy. Your role is nothing. Okay, these things will be taken care by high level management. Okay, but in the operational level, you need to gather the requirement. So you will have to gather the requirement. That is very vital, right? So without gathering the requirement, you cannot configure in the SAP system. So we need to prepare the two important documents. One is as is document, second one is to be document, and third one is gap analysis. In SAP S4HANA, it is called as a fit gap analysis. Okay, so in SAP S4HANA, blueprints are not required. Generally in ACC, we need to, for example, if client has 10 company codes, this 10 company codes data we need to gather, and we need to prepare the business blueprint for this 10 company codes, and we need to take sign off from your client. So those are all things are not required in SAP S4HANA. So blueprint concept is no more in SAP S4HANA. But in ECC, we need to create a business blueprint. To be document is just like blueprint, or based upon the as is information. But in SAP S4HANA, the concept is different. No blueprints are required. Okay, so those things we will discuss how the plans, how the requirement gathering, and how the documentation part will be there in SAP S4HANA. We will discuss in advanced classes. This is just like orientation classes for everyone to understand the project, how the implementation project will happen, and what is your roles and responsibilities in that. So these discussions are happening. Okay, these are all orientation session for everyone to know about the SAP projects. Okay. So in the operational level, there are three important core documents which you know. As is means this information client will share you. To be means how we are going to map into SAP system based upon this as information. Okay, this is a SAP document standard of this document we need to prepare, and so we will so before configuration, before doing configuration, we will make one document. So to be document, how we are going to map into SAP system. To be means how we are going to map into SAP system. This is technical document. I will share you some blueprints also. Okay, in the advanced classes. So gap means some of the important scenarios in this system. So like a client has this scenario. So if you purchase any product, okay. So if customer, purchase any product from the company, then so our company will give, okay. So 5% cash discount and 2 products are free of cost. Okay, and see, if you buy any product, finished product, so another requirement is we need to give the 2 products completely free. Okay, this kind of requirement, so we didn't find any in the SAP solution, SAP software. Just like I'm telling you. So this is the client requirement. If this solution is not there in SAP, we will discuss with our ABAP. So how we need to configure in our SAP system. Okay, so if ABAP will do any customization, okay, then fine. So if ABAP says so, no, it's not possible, this functionality is critical. Okay, so we need to connect to SAP directly. Then we also connect SAP for this requirement. I'm just telling you. So this kind of requirements also happen in every business. So that is the reason. So these things comes under the fit gap analysis. Okay. So as a functional consultant, so you need to prepare separate document. So the document named fit gap analysis document. Okay, gap means difference between client scenario and SAP system, standard SAP system. Standard SAP is ready-made system. So after gathering the requirement, so how we need to gather the requirement, we'll set up multiple calls, meetings, workshops, emails, then you will get this information. So without doing these things, okay, how we can get this information, how we can map into SAP system, that is difficult task, right? So that's the reason we need to conduct workshops. Okay, and we need to discuss these things to the client. Like, so if you provide this information in SAP, how we are going to map. Those things also we will discuss with our end users. So at the initial stage, this information will be provided by the core users. SAP core user means the client side, they will, client side core users will be there. So their qualification, BCom, MCom, those people will provide the client business information. Okay, core users will provide the complete business information. Based upon this business information, we need to configure into our SAP system, and also we need to prepare the fit gap analysis document. That is your responsibility. Okay, got my point? So now the system configuration. See, once the strategic level, operational level is done, then configuration level. So configuration, there are 2 types of configuration mainly we have. So baseline configuration. Okay, and the final configuration. So far we didn't touch the SAP system. Okay. So we are gathering the requirement, and we are preparing the documentations, and we are analyzing the gap. Okay, these are all operational level. Okay, so and we are conducting several workshops with our end users and discussing those details. Okay, but in the configuration level, we need to do everything in the system. We need to do everything in the system. We need to do everything means we need to configure all the modules in our system. Okay, we need to make ready our system for end users. Okay, we are not involved in the system perspective in the above areas like operational strategic level. We didn't discuss anything related to system. Only oral discussions and written documents. Okay, those things will be there in the strategic level, operational level. But in the configuration level, we see baseline configuration, final configuration. Two important configurations we need to perform in real time. These configurations are vital for any business. Okay, without doing this configuration, so nothing. Okay, so you will be participating in the baseline configuration and final configuration as well in the coming soon. So this is your prime duty. So you will be called as a FICO consultant or S4HANA consultant or any functional consultant because of this configuration only. If you not do any configuration, then you will be like end user. Okay, this is the IT part. Okay, so we need to ready our system. We need to make system design with our ABAP, and we need to do some configuration in our SAP system. These things, if you know, then you will be become SAP consultant. Okay, so everyone post the transaction. SAP end users post the transactions, and you also post the transaction. But so you will be called as SAP consultant whenever you are playing a crucial role in the configurations, because this is the IT. Okay, IT means so configuration is part is completely IT level. Here, this doing configuration, no coding, no program is required. Basic stuff. I will tell you very easy. Okay, and these things we will discuss in very easy mode. Don't worry about the configuration areas. Okay, so we will give you a clear understanding on these topics. Baseline configuration means for everyday business. Okay, we will post different kind of invoices, and we will create purchase orders, goods receipt invoice. Okay, payments, and also we need to prepare some non-PO invoices, PO invoice. Okay, a customer invoice, vendor invoice, GL invoice, clearings. Okay, for all this we need to make ready our system first. Okay, we need to make ready our system. We need to ready our system. Okay, we need to ready our system. That means we will have to make do configuration. Okay, so baseline configuration field for everyday business, the basic requirements. For that we need to do configuration. Okay, so like without this, without doing this, system cannot move ahead. Okay, system means business cannot smoothly happen. So baseline configuration we will have to do. Okay, so all the business related which is required vital. Okay, those configurations will do. Then final configuration. So here FI is integrated with MM module and SD module also. Okay, and PP module also. So these integration part and gap related stuff. Okay, like the rise shift things. Okay, rise shift means so this is completely technical aspects. Okay, without ABAP we cannot do anything in the rise shift. System design. So this is system design. Workflows, reports. Okay, so interfaces and conversions. So enhancements, forms. Okay, rise up means so this is advanced topic. This is in this area system design, enhancements, system enhancements, and third party integrations. Okay, advanced. So these rise if things objects, these rise if objects will be done in the final configuration, and so this is called this without ABAP help we cannot do anything. So ABAP requirement is must for the below requirement. In real time, we need to work with cross-module team members, ABAPers, MM, SD, PP, other basis, security. Okay, so project means total members, not by you. Okay, not by one person or not by a single person can do entire project. So project means almost 100 to 150 members will involve. So without these members, without any module also we cannot do anything. Project will not be completed. Okay. So your responsibility is, okay, so you need to do configuration. Okay, so you need to perform multiple configurations in our system. We need to implement all the modules. All the modules means submodules. FI is one module, MM is is one module, SD is one module. In SAP FI, so you need to do all the submodules: GL, vendor, customer, payables, receivables. Okay, GL means R2R. So payable means P2P, and receivable means what is the. These are all things. Okay, you need to configure in the baseline configuration, and final configuration integration stuff. Okay, and the gap relay stuff will be done in the final configuration. Okay, so this is crucial. So you definitely involve in these areas. This is crucial. You definitely involve in these areas. Your role is high in this area. And requirement gathering, definitely you will involve. Without gathering the requirement, how you will configure? So the first duty is gathering the requirement. This is very important. Strategic level, okay, your role is nothing. This will be taken care by your high level management, not by you. Okay, so you will be participating only kickoff meeting, and so like kickoff meeting is just like introduction meeting with your client. So you are kickoff meeting, introduction meeting with your project manager and your senior members or junior members. All members are gathered in place, and your project manager will take workshop about project goals, objectives, SLA, duration. Okay, and business process. Okay, so these are all initial discussions. Your role is nothing in this. Okay. So second, operational part and the configuration part is very crucial for me. Okay, and then so next one is testing. Once the planning is over, then documentation part is completed and requirement gathering is completed. Then configuration is completed. Then testing. Okay, testing means we need to test out multiple real-time scenarios of the client business process. Client has a different business process and different scenarios will be there. Okay, so those scenarios we need to test out because this configuration is workout or not. Those things we will come to know. Okay, whether it is wrong configuration made or the right configuration, those things will be analyzed in the testing phase. In the testing phase, configuration phase. Okay, you will do internal configuration. After configuration, we will perform multiple test scenarios in the SAP system. Manual testing, automatic testing, also there. So automatic testing tools are also there. So manual testing we generally perform. Function consultants will perform manual testing. So in manual testing, we need to test out multiple scenarios. Some of the testing tools I'm just giving over here. So ALM tool, this is generally used in every company. ALM means application lifecycle management. Most of the companies are using ALM tool. Okay, and Jira, this is one of the testing tool. Okay, so and there are so many test scripts we need to write for test scenarios, and we need to execute those test scenarios in the SAP system and check whether testing is successful or not successful. Some case if test is applied, so test is test applied, test execution is done. We will notify whether this test script is successful or not. Okay, for every configuration, okay, for every configuration, for every module, okay, GL module we need to test out, AP module we need to test out, AR module we need to test out, fixed assets we need to test out. Okay, all the tester scripts we need to write in the ALM tool, and we need to test out in the SAP S4HANA system. Okay, so generally consultants will perform unit testing, integration testing, okay, regression testing, okay, main testings. These are the main testings, and UAT will be performed by user. So after and the consultant will perform testing, then we will ask the SAP end user, you also perform test. Okay, why? Because the user will post the transaction, right? So for transaction posting, we are doing all this testing. Okay, if user says, okay, this tester script is not working for me, okay, so I'm not able to post this transaction, then you need to revise your configuration. Okay, so unit testing, integration testing, regression testing, UAT testing, security testing, okay, performance testing. These are the main testing efforts. So many other testing are there, like penny testing, okay, positive, negative, snow testing. So many testings are there, but these are the main testings in SAP. Okay, so if anyone asks you what types of testings are there, we need to perform these testings in SAP S4HANA system. Unit testing, integration testing, regression testing. UAT will be performed by user. Whatever the configurations we performed, for example, GL model we implemented, we need to test out all GL model related scenarios. Okay, and for that we need to write the tester script, and we need to test out in so we need to write the tester script in ALM, and we need to do testing activity in SAP S1. So if test is successful for our side, from our side, then it's fine. Then we need to ask the user, please again test to the UAT. Like you from user side, you need to also perform these test activities. If user says okay, then so that test is successful. Okay, then move forward the changes to production system. Okay, that things we will discuss later. So first understand the things like as a SAP S1 consultant. So we are also involving in the testing activities. So there are different kind of testings are there: unit testing, integration, regression, UAT, security, performance testing. So by applying these tester scripts, we can come to know that okay, so which areas we are make mistakes, okay, any wrong things, bugs, those things we can identify by doing these testings. Two types of testing: manual testing, automated testing. Generally, as a SAP consultant, functional consultant, we are functional consultant, we will perform the manual testing activities, and we need to write the tester script in the testing tool, ALM tool, and we need to execute all the tester scripts in the SAP S4HANA system. Sometimes the test is failed, then again we need to check our system configuration. If test is okay, then fine. Then we will ask the if test is okay from consultant side, we will ask the user again you perform the test, because end user know the transactions. Okay, so day-to-day business you know what kind of transactions post. Okay, so those things you know completely aware. That's the reason. So user also perform this testing. Without user performing testing, we cannot move ahead. If user says is okay, then it's fine. If user says the test script is not okay, then again we will recheck our configuration part. Okay, just to understand the logic, any implementation, including these steps. Okay, strategic level means planning, strategy, then documentation, identifying the requirement, preparation of documentation, and configuration, testing, then go live. Go live means we are delivering this SAP system to the end user. End user for the transactions. Okay, so we are doing complete backend work. We are creating tax codes in backend. We are creating business places, company code, GL accounts, vendors, customers, everything we are creating in our system. Okay, once it is done, once the baseline and final configuration part is done and implementation is done, system design, RISE things are done, RISE objects are done, then system will move to the go live. Got my point? Okay. So system move to the go live means end user start processing invoice, payments, etc. in the system. End user start working SAP system, and non-SAP system will closed, and SAP system will on. Okay, non-SAP system will switch off, and we need to activate the SAP system. In SAP system, everything will perform. So there is one fixed date will be selected on that fixed date. So entire activities will move to the SAP system, non-SAP to SAP. Then non-SAP system, legacy system will be switch off and SAP system will be switch on. So entire activities will be performed in the SAP system. These are all background things will be done by SAP consultant. Any questions? Any questions?
Sir, security testing and performance testing done by us or user?
Yes, done by ourselves only, because security testing means some of the T codes are working in our system or not. Those things will be done by security team and SAP functional consultant as well. SAP end user will perform only UAT. UAT means user acceptance test. Whatever the configuration we are doing, okay, that is okay from our side, and we perform test, that is called unit test. So unit test will be performed by our side only. Okay, then user will finalize. Okay, this test is successful or failed, because user now have different. The user also will check the different scenarios for that particular module or particular areas. So then he will conclude based upon that. Okay, so we will finalize.
Okay, sir.
Any other discussions?
It activate methodology.
Okay, SAP methodology, activate methodology, blue field, green field. Okay, so many customized methodologies, so many methodologies are there. Okay, but these are initial discussions only to know, to give the basic idea regarding the projects. At the initial stage, like after 40, 50 classes, we will explain the methodologies as well.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, these are completely orientation sessions for you guys to understand the projects, at least the basic terminology. If you know, then we can proceed in the system.
Sir, in kickoff meeting, we are having, are we having interaction with the client core members?
Meeting is introduction meeting. Okay, at the initial stage, okay, you are moving to the client location. Okay, all people, all consultants will move to the client location. Then your project manager on hold meeting. Okay, and he will take workshops. Okay, and because he is the person, he knows the business process of the client, because he is with the client from the initial stage, he knows. Okay, so he will guide you the business process, okay, details, and also he will tell you from other module consultants, okay, who are participating for SD module, who are responsible for MM side, who are responsible. These are all discussions happen in the kickoff meeting, and how to gather the requirement from the client, and his code of conduct ethics. Okay, these things will be discussed in the kickoff meeting.
So only consultants.
Yeah, one or two persons will involve. Okay, so if there may be will involve or not involve, that we cannot say. These are the basic discussions happen at every stage. Okay.
Sir, who will decide the time period within which the data has to be migrated from non-legacy to legacy, or sorry, legacy to SAP? Whether it is client or SAP consultant?
Client don't know, right? Client don't know about the SAP. So you are consultant. Okay.
We will only decide, right? Fine.
Consultant will know about the how much time taken for data migration, okay, configuration, testing. These are all things you need to tell to the client.
Okay.
So that is the reason 24 months means within 24 months for 6 months for data migration, 6 months for testing activity, and 10 months for configuration, and 4-5 months for data like developments, RISE objects. These are all things are segregated at the initial stage.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, you are SAP expert, so you need to know these things. Don't ask the client. Okay.
Fine.
Sir, in kickoff meeting, how many members are involved?
Okay, so some people will participate in kickoff meeting, some people involved in the middle. Okay, So I told you the project team means almost 100 to 150 members. Okay, so total project. So kickoff meeting will be taken care by your project manager or any um, uh, um, business leads or delivery heads. So they're taken care. High level people. Don't worry about the once you join the company. Your project manager will come to you and they will. You can ask the questions whatever, or he will take a KT plan on that. Okay, right. Thank you so much, and we will wind up the session. Before going to close this session, so people who joined recently, so please connect to Kadir sir or Abdi sir for registration. This is important, and also if you are already done registration, so you send your screenshots, payment screenshot to CBM and Sheikh Babji. Both you need to send. Okay, Sheikh Babji and so me, you need to send the payment screenshots. Okay, that is important. And don't send any payment screenshot to my WhatsApp group, WhatsApp or Skype groups. Okay, send me the payment screenshot CVM and Sheikh Babji. Okay, and if you have any administration related problems, you can connect Babji sir first contact and second contact Kadir sir. Okay, and if you are not taken server access so far, okay, so chat box I mentioned, so you can directly connect this server guy Babu server and get the server access on immediate basis. You can connect to this server person, 3 months server will provide. Okay, and regarding the previous videos, okay, so so here just go up. So all the recorded videos are available. Okay, yesterday video, last class video. Okay, so last class video available, and you can also see day